Hey guys, it's Will with Horology of Digital. I've got an easy one for you guys today. Today we're going to be doing a module swap. So I picked up one of these last week, and it's really not vibing with me because it came a little bit too scuffed up. Most of the scuffing and cracking was on the bezel. The lettering was okay, but the clear coat was coming off. So I tried to re-clear coat it, and it didn't turn out the way I liked. So I'm going to have to try to part this watch out, but that's where the module comes in. I'm going to be using it for this other expedition that I got. Now the module is a 745, so it should fit perfectly snug inside. Now the reason I'm changing the module is because I really don't like these newer modules. To me they just don't look right. I really like the old vintage style ones with the one line or two lines in the center. And these big numerals and the green screen is really just not for me. It's a little reminiscent of the All Day Indiglo, which this one actually has. But this one, it changes colors. You go from green to brown, even get some hints of purple in it sometimes. But I think it's gonna look really good, so I'll guide you guys through it, just in case you'd like to do your own module swap. Now before we get into that, let's do a little wrist check. I thought it would be appropriate to wear this one, which I already swapped the module for an older one. This one came with the new modules too, and they had to go. I had a spare old module, and it went right in, and it looks awesome. Alright, let's get to it. First thing we're gonna do, we'll flip them over. We'll get our screwdrivers and we'll take out the screws. Now I'm not sure if you guys can see, but on the inside of this one, you have a rubber ring, not the gasket that seals it from water. There's a shock protecting ring in there. Now that's gonna have to come out when we put in the other expedition. So when dealing with anything to do with the board or any circuitry, you're going to want to use one of these. Any plastic little tool, that's going to scoop it right out. If you use metal, you might short something, you're not going to have a good time. So I like to pick it up right around where the battery is here, and it should just pop out. Nice and easy. There it is. Now you see the module is covered with a protective rubber ring. And I think we just peel this thing right off. Careful not to touch too much stuff because you might short it out. And there we go. It looks good. So you got the color change. It's gonna be that All Day Indiglo. Alright, we'll set this down. Let's get the expedition out there. There we go. Now we can flip it over. And there you go. That one's either going straight to the garbage or into the other expedition. I can try to sell it. So it should be as easy as just sliding it back in. You're going to want to line up these little tabs here. Here you got a little, for this particular watch you have a little crevice and you got a little tab up top here. It's going to help you with perfect alignment. Before we do that, let me not get too ahead of myself. Take your trusty puffer. And puff the screen as well. Never know what got in there. One thing to remember is always make sure that your pushers are completely extended, or else the module will not go into place. You might bend the pin and you will not have a good time. So after that, we can put the module straight in. It should just fall into place. You see, we got a bit of an issue. It's not laying flat. So we might have a pin in the way. To do that, you will see a little metal pusher on the side here that you're going to want to push in on towards the module, and it should drop into place. And there you go. Went right in. That's just a little contact pin that was stuck on the pusher over here. So that's why we always want to make sure your pushers are perfectly extended, and she should just fall right in. Now all we need to do is put the case back on. I had already oiled the gasket, so there was no need. Yeah, that didn't go as well as I hoped. I kept mixing the screws from the old Expedition to the new one. Not a big deal. So here's the big reveal. Looks awesome. Now that's how I like my modules. Nice and old. Now I had initially got this Expedition because of the bracelet. I needed one that didn't have an Atlantis on the bracelet. This one's just blank. They should have put Expedition on it, but this will do. So it was really cheap and I couldn't let it go. So we got the old module in here. It's time to put it on the bracelet. And here we go. It's all done. I think it looks pretty good. The one thing I don't like is how these new bracelets don't fit well with the watch. Look at that, you got an extreme gap over there. Yeah, that looks pretty ugly. And that really sucks because I got this watch because of the bracelet. It fits well, but I think I'm gonna have to try and bend some pins and get that to align properly. Hopefully I can MacGyver something. Well, that's gonna be all for today, guys. I hope you learned something. And next time I got something a little more intricate to do. This one was pretty easy. If you can change a battery, you can change a module. So hopefully you guys learned something and enjoyed. For now, that's gonna be all. Take it easy. Time is on your side.